Okay, can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. Can you see me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, just making sure.
How are you? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm great. I just got off of work. I got me something to eat right quick. So,
No
sheesh.
worries.
There was one place that I wanted to go tonight, but they closed. They said they closed from June 8th to 10th.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, oh, Lord have mercy. All right, let's go find something. Let's go find something else.
I know I live on like a very small town outside of a larger town, and we have no places to eat out here, so I have to
For
drive
real?
into town.
For real? No one close to your
Yes.
house?
Yes, the only place that we did have where I live was a Dairy Queen and it closed like a long time ago.
Oh, well, they just tore down my Dairy Queen right down the road for
Oh, really?
for the cars to recharge there.
Oh, like
Electric cars.
for like Teslas and things like that?
Yeah, they tore that thing down.
Maybe I guess maybe our Dairy Queen's on like the downhill slope.
It's starting to get that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's starting to become that because I'm like, yeah, I guess Dairy people just don't go to Dairy Queen like they used to anymore.
I guess so. What is it? Well, there's one place that isn't it considered like the stop sign of Texas? I live in Texas, so.
That makes sense. That's why it's the
Mm-hmm.
1 hour difference between us.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to get used to all these time zones.
Yeah. How many different places have you, like people from different time zones have you had?
I've had, let's see. So far, I had a lot. Most of them were like in LA, and some of them were also in what else? One of them was in the UK.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I know that you're going to be interviewing Ali soon, and he is in Japan. I don't know what the time difference is like for Japan.
24-hour difference. So right now
Oh, wow.
it's actually 8 a.m. for them. 8 p.m.
Okay.
for
Okay.
us. 7 p.m. 7 let's see, like 7 p.m. for you, 7
Hmm.
a.m. for them, kind of sort of.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, and then I said I made a mistake on the description saying I misgendered him twice. I didn't mean to.
Oh, no.
Then some people kept crying and gave me the frowny face. I was like, yo, I made a mistake.
Hmm.
Sorry,
As
though.
long as you correct your mistake, though, that's what's important.
I just got so excited that I forgot to put the thing in there.
Hmm.
So, but it's okay. We all make mistakes. No harm, no foul.
Yes. As long as you learn from your mistakes and do better, that's all that matters.
Exactly. So, say, hey, I'm sorry on that stuff. I said, as long as you being sincere, then you're good.
Yes.
So, but I guess if the small talk is over, I guess we can go ahead and get this thing started today, shall we?
Sounds good. I'm ready.
So, greetings everybody, and happy Monday. It's now the second week of Pride Month. So, happy second week of Pride Month, of guys. So, this is Phil. I'm host of the Conversation Podcast, and I have a special guest with me here today. Introduce yourself. Who's Ivy Anastasia I'm speaking to this evening?
Hello, that's me. I'm Anastasia. I've owned my nail business for the past 8.5 years. I've been a licensed nail technician who specializes in hand painted art, such as like anime, any cartoon artwork. I love to paint on nails. I also love sculpting 3D charms that are about the size of a grain of rice. So,
That's cute.
mhm.
Yeah, I've seen some of your work. It's amazing. And one more thing, can I also ask, what are your pronouns?
My pronouns are she, her, they, them.
Okay, good.
Yes.
So now everyone knows. Keep
Yes.
keep it that simple. Now, before we get into it, let's start with a little bit of an icebreaker. So
All
now,
right.
all the nails and tattoo stuff you've done. Now have you ever thought of, like because I know lately you've been seeing there's been a lot of tattoo conventions like Villain Arts and all that stuff.
Mhm.
You're a tattoo artist too, right?
No, I am not, actually.
Okay,
I'm just
sorry.
heavily tattooed. But I have actually gone to two tattoo conventions with my tattoo artist, and
Okay.
sold my custom press-on nails.
There you go. There you go. Have you ever thought
Mhm.
of maybe taking your nails abroad, just like Allie he has?
Yeah, I think that that would be an amazing opportunity if it ever arises. I think it would be a fantastic opportunity. I would love to travel to different places and bring my art all over the world.
Oh, that's gonna be exciting to see. I hope you do it. Because listen, I've been seeing a lot of artists trying to go to different places outside the country. There's
Mhm.
people going to like, Puerto Rico, Italy, Singapore, because they want to try to expand their brands out there.
Yes.
So I hope you do the same thing too.
Yes, I hope so too. I have the furthest place that I've ever shipped my press-ons was Hawaii and within the US. And then outside of the US, I actually did get to ship a set of press-on nails to Puerto Rico.
Mm,
The
okay.
shipping on that was very interesting.
Oh, so you're already doing it.
Yes, but I've never traveled and actually
Never
gone to like
traveled
a
and
show
actually
or
done it.
anything. I think that would be a lot of fun though.
Well, take your time. You'll get there. I believe in you. So it'll work itself out. So now that the ice is broken, I guess we get into the main thing. So
Okay.
I have 20 questions, but I've
Mhm.
also decided to just make these into two-part questions as well, just to keep it smooth sailing.
Okay.
So
I don't
let's
know any of your questions, so I'm going to answer completely organically, not on a script or anything.
just do the best you can. I'm
All
trying to
right.
work on trying to send these questions to you. Why didn't I
No
do that
worries.
early? Short time frame, but don't worry, we'll work. We'll make it work. So we're gonna start with the intro identity journey. Okay. So this is gonna be a two-part question. I'm gonna go as slow as possible so you can get everything, okay?
Okay.
So now for people just discovering you, who is Ivy Anastasia beyond the nail art? Part two, what first got you into nail artistry and what made you take it seriously?
Okay. So can you repeat the first question just one more time for me? And I'll
Sure.
answer that one, and then we can do the second part of the question.
All right. For people just discovering you, who is Ivy Anastasia beyond the nail art?
Ivy Anastasia would be, I have always grown up with art surrounding me. I've always been an artist. One of a really fond memory that my mom has of me, I am adopted. So my parents, when they adopted me, I was just a little bit over, I was just about 1 years old. My biological father passed away in a motorcycle accident. And my mom just couldn't cope with the loss of he was the love of her life, and she just could not cope with that. And she had a lot of underlying substance abuse and things like that. And so my parents adopted me, but my mom actually has a very fond memory of when I was very little that she knew that I was artistically gifted, is that I would draw buildings, very detailed buildings for 4 years old, and I would actually draw the reflection of the glass.
Really amazing stuff.
Yes.
Also condolences to
Thank you. Thank you.
uh,
Yes. And then my adoptive father actually just passed away from colon cancer 3 weeks ago.
I'm sorry that happened.
That's okay. It's very hard with a double loss like that, but he was a very gentle and kind man.
Yeah. Seems cancer's being starting to be a pain these days. I lost my aunt back in, 2021. She had cancer.
Hmm. Oh, I'm so
So
sorry to hear that. It's terrible. It takes really good people way too soon.
it does, it does. And we just need to figure out how to make sure if it's untreatable or not. But, I guessing it's nice that you had parents who wanted to take you in as their own
Yes,
and
yes.
make you feel like shoot, they look at you in your face and feel like she has the heart of an artist.
Yes, and
And
my
so
mom definitely recognized that in me, and she, and as well as my dad. I mean, he had so many paintings that I did for him over the years in his home. And my mom as well. They've always supported my artistic journey and always supported my dreams. They are my biggest fans, my biggest supporters. So I guess that's what I would want people to see is that I've always been an artist. I've always pursued my dreams. I never let anything hold me back. And I'm very headstrong and passionate about what I do.
Oh shit, make sure you spend as much time as you can because we don't know when we're leaving.
No, we don't. And our time on Earth is very short, and so it's something that we should definitely cherish.
Hmm. Because there's, yeah, so keep doing that. Don't forget they're very sweet parents of yours. I got to do the same thing too. Also, sometimes, my folks and I we don't get along, but I also have to realize that there's no matter what, they're still gonna be my parents, no matter what happens between us. No, the reason
Yes.
why the reason why I'm saying this, and I feel like I said, oh, I kind of got into it with my dad last night, but I also realized, sometimes I jump to conclusions and everything. It's just long story short. I don't want to get too deep in it, but we don't get along. But at the end of the day, we gotta learn to respect each other.
Yes, and I do think I've heard a lot of people say this is that we have to also realize as young people that it's our parents' first time on Earth too, just like our own. And so they're making mistakes sometimes, and just how you're going to make mistakes. And sometimes it's easier to just forgive them and realize that it's their first time learning how to do things as well. And it's their first time being a parent to you. And so, with good communication, I mean, I'm not saying abusive parents or anything like that, condoning that, but, little arguments here and there, sometimes you just have to forgive because you have to realize that it's your parents' first time learning how to do things too.
It exactly. And now for part two of this question,
All right.
what first got you into nail artistry and what made you take it seriously?
Okay, well, that's actually it's a happy and sad story. So,
I can
um,
take it.
okay, I am a two-time college graduate. I have my associates in business management and marketing. That's what I got first. I actually wanted to go to cosmetology school first, but my dad insisted that I get a practical degree first because he was concerned for me that that cosmetology or an art degree would not pay my bills, essentially. And now it's done the total flip opposite for me, is that the business management degree really didn't help me, but my cosmetology degree has helped me immensely. But when I was in cosmetology school, the first time that I actually recognized that this is what I wanted to do and I wanted it to be my career is I tried so hard to do hair and to do all of the things. And I felt like I was very good at multiple things. But in cosmetology school, there were a few like select people that were just really bullied me into kind of only specializing in nails because they made it very clear that like there was not room for everybody in the hairstylist community.
Interesting, and I will say this, when we first start out somewhere, like I'm trying to figure out how can I say this? Sometimes when we start to do something we really want to do, it may not be the ideal thing at first, but at least we're working towards to doing something that we want to do. And and I will say this, if we do something like that we like doing, let's say for example, like, all the photography, this I've been doing for a while, it's going to take time, but you also got to have some kind of like foundation that's going to fund all the cool stuff that you're doing. Because listen,
Yes.
even though I'm doing this, I still had to go back and at the school and be like, okay, well, shoot, like I went back at the school and did cybersecurity classes, and
Hmm.
I got all my degrees for cybersecurity as well.
That's
So
awesome.
first, I did my 4 years in college, which was Flagler College. So it was from 2009 to 2023. My first major was sports management, which
Okay.
is, but it's like dealing like with esports and whatnot. But I realized that's not
Hmm.
what I really wanted to do. So I was just paying attention to all these people to tell like a lot of different stories and do like news on, I'm into a lot of, pop culture stuff over here, as you can
So you have a lot of
see.
hobbies.
Yes. So I
I
decided to,
relate. I have a lot of hobbies too, so
yeah, I got so many posters. I think I still haven't gotten a frame for that Sonic poster yet.
I
I'm
saw
so,
that whenever it came when you came up, I was like, "Oh, the Sonic poster, that's neat."
yeah, I got that. I got Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy.
All
I got
right.
the Batman Arkham trilogy over there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So yeah, I got the whole trilogy collection now. Ever since they dropped that new Batman one this year, I was like, now my trilogy is complete. So it's I started out. I did digital media production journalism because I'm into all this stuff. As you see, I'm wearing my Armored All Might shirt from My Hero Academia as well. So because I had to think back about what I've done, and I was like, well, let's see. Because the thing is, I do like interviewing, and I've done 3 documentaries when I was in college. So that's what I
Oh,
thought
wow.
when I that's what I thought to myself, hey, I like talking to people, interviewing them, and telling
Yeah.
stories. So same thing with you. You wanted to do like the artistic stuff, but I know you had to make sure you have something, some kind of income come in first. And your
Yes.
dad was right. You gotta have the stuff that you want to do may not pay well at first, but you gotta have something that is gonna give you enough
Yes, that
money to
is
do
true.
all that stuff
Yes.
you want to do.
It definitely taught me a lot of financial literacy skills and things like that. That helped me later on with running my own nail business and getting licensed and all of that. And then, I've done art my whole entire life. I would definitely credit my mom to seeing my artistic abilities, and she definitely thought that being a nail artist I would go far in that career because I can paint such tiny, detailed things onto such a small canvas like a nail.
Well, your mom was right. You're doing amazing work.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Ivy, please don't stop. I like your stuff. Please don't stop.
I actually have some stuff right here in front of me if you want me to hold it up and I can kind of show it. Don't know if you can even see
Is
that.
that Toad from Mario?
Yes, these are just a few. I just actually did the deinstallation of my art gallery here where I live
Mm.
today.
Amazing stuff. And listen, I see Kitty and Bratz in the background.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
So,
that's me as a Bratz doll, actually.
really?
Yes, yes. Comfy on Instagram did that for me.
Oh, but you're missing the glasses.
Well, I don't have my glasses on in that because I have my clown outfit on. I actually make clown hats in my free time as well.
Well, shit, you gotta decorate your own office, right? I mean, look at me. Look at all
Yes.
these posters back here. By the way, I just got the new Lego Batman game 2 weeks ago.
Oh, you did?
So yeah, but I got posters for that as well. You can't see it because it's dark right there.
I cannot see it.
Yeah, so I'll show it to you after we're done. But I'm trying to get frames. Listen, I need to get frames for that, and there's also a Static Shock poster I got from an event. So I got more frames to get, unfortunately. So it's okay. I'll just take one step at a time right now. So, but yes, your mom was right. You're doing amazing work, Ivy. So just keep doing it, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So, next up, was there a moment where you realized this could become more than just a passion? You probably already know the answer, but go ahead.
Yes, I would say a pivotal point in my career as a nail artist is when I started to I was starting to get where I was booked out for 6 months at a time. And I had a wait list of over 30 plus people. And that's when I realized I was like, okay, people actually are coming to me for the art of this, not just to get their nails done. They're coming to me because they love my art. And that was very just inspiring to myself. So it made me feel very important in my community.
Well, hey, once you step your toes into that water, you're already going. Like shoot, like look at me. I didn't expect to be talking to so many people since listen, it's been a year since I started this show.
Mhm.
It's been a year. It's crazy that a year has passed. And guess what? I'm almost to 100 episodes.
Wow, that's really amazing.
Well, once you start something, you just put in the work and and I realized
Yes.
I
And
didn't
if you
even,
love what you do, I mean, it will be very prolific. If you love what you do, it just flows.
I was like, I didn't even realize, I didn't even notice that I was almost to 100. That's
Hmm.
crazy. I was just doing my thing. I think I was in the zone.
Yes, I know. I realized this year that this will actually be my ninth year of doing nails, and that is crazy to me.
Yes, to 2017. Oof, that's
Yes, my
crazy.
son was like, Mom, did you know that you've been doing nails for 9 years? And I was like, I have. You're right. I've been a licensed nail technician for
I
almost
didn't,
9 years.
Ivy, I didn't know you were a mother.
I am a mom. I just have one, and that's enough for me. I have a son, and he does have autism, and so that's very special.
No, well, make sure you're there for him, okay? And guess what? The way we've been talking, you seem like a great mother.
I just love him. His nickname is Oogie. That's what I call him all the time. And he is such a sweet little boy. He's so smart. And he actually loves Legos too. So you said you just got the Lego Batman game. He
Yeah, the
is
new
all
one.
about Legos. I mean, you could just give him like a picture of something in real life and he could build it in Legos.
Oh boy, you might need to get him like the Lego Death Star, Star Wars or something.
Mm-hmm.
He'll
Yeah,
probably build that.
he actually just finished building the house from the movie Up in Legos.
Really? That's amazing.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, see,
Yes. Yeah, he would love that. He loved that movie too.
let me tell you something funny. When they had this on the release date, the GameStop down in my town Pooler was sold out.
Oh, really?
Yes, and I was like, all this for Lego Batman? Like what? What? So, but here's the other thing too. Here's the thing. So one of the people, the store regulars, they know who I am. I'm the store regular. They give me good deals and everything. So I had to hightail it to the other side of town, which is I'm based in Savannah, Georgia. It's a small
Hmm.
town, but there's really good stuff over here. So I had to dash over to Savannah, and they called the people at Savannah to hold the game for me.
Oh, wow. That's great though.
So I was looking, look, well, here's the thing. It was Memorial Day weekend and they had
Hmm.
like good prices going on for Memorial Day. And I was like, well, shoot, it's packed downtown Savannah. I was like, if it's packed down here on the south side of Savannah, imagine downtown Savannah right now. And then I was like, imagine Tybee Island right now, the beach,
Mm.
because all of them are out of school. Listen, it's summertime, the kids are out of school.
Yes.
So I was
Yes.
like, well, this is going to throw a wrench in my plans. So,
Yeah,
but
Memorial Day weekend and the beach and all of that. I mean, I'm sure it was just very flooded with people.
So, but yes, this was the last copy, so I was able
Oh
to
my
get it.
gosh.
So, hey, listen, Batman's my favorite character since I was a kid. I grew up with Batman the animated series.
Batman's great. I love Batman. My favorite animated series when I was a child was Teen Titans. Not the new Teen Titans, the old Teen Titans.
Yeah, the new one's kind of trash.
I don't really care for it. It's way too hyper for me.
That's crazy. But yeah, when I was there, they gave me the game and I got the poster.
That's awesome.
So that's why I said I need to get a frame. I got the game, but I need a frame for the
Hmm.
for the poster. So I got work to do. So, but yes, anything that you love doing, once you get started, you realize how long you've done without even noticing, because time does fly around here. You realize how much you've accomplished in that front time frame. I've only been doing this for a year, but I managed to get a lot done in a year.
Yes, yeah. When I was installing my art gallery today, I was like, wow, I have been doing this for almost 9 years, and I literally had a whole gallery of my nails and my artwork up in my city's women's forum
Mhm.
for a whole 3 months. That's insane to me that I even accomplished that. But here we are. So
Well, if you keep this up, it'll be 10 years, so don't stop. Maybe you can celebrate the
yes,
10-year
that's true.
anniversary.
That's true.
Hey, listen, celebrate the small victories, Ivy. Don't forget that.
Thank you. Yes, yes. It was very just confirming of that I really am a good artist whenever I was asked to do that art gallery. Made me feel very good.
Well, shoot, if you ever show up at another like convention or artist, whatever you go, let me know. We're trying to get more places down here in my
I
home state.
actually, um, not where down where you are, but I will be returning to Retro South convention in Wichita Falls, Texas. This will be my second year in a row going with my custom press-ons. It's like a retro gaming convention.
Okay. Oh,
Hmm.
shoot. I hope you have fun.
Yes, yes, this will be my second year. They asked me to come back and be a vendor again, so I'm very excited.
Hey, listen, hard work pays off. The recognition will come later. Don't worry about it.
Yes, that
That's
is
why
true.
that's why I tell people like I'm not doing this for recognition. I just doing it because I want to talk to people.
Yes, see, and that's how I feel about my nails is I'm like, the more people that love my nails and want to wear my nails, that's what gives me satisfaction because they're literally wearing my art on their nails, and that's the greatest satisfaction I could ever receive.
There you go. Well, last question, and then we'll be on the next section, okay?
All right.
Now, during Pride Month, what does
Mhm.
self-expression mean to you as an artist?
Um, I would say just being able to create a safe space for all of my LGBTQ plus clients, which I have quite a few of. Being able to have my space feel comfortable enough for neurodivergent clients and just them confiding in me, whether they're openly LGBTQ or closeted. I feel very happy and I'm glad that I can offer a safe place for anyone to get their nails done with me.
Listen, I will say this, and I agree with you. There's a tattoo shop that has only LGBTQ tattoo artists in there. Like everybody is
Yes.
welcome in that space. I know Nomads as Society is, that's another tattoo shop. The place that I'm talking to is Riverside Tattoo. The sister shop is Nomad Society, and they're kind of connected. So they
Mhm.
allow all kinds of queer people to come in and get their tattoos as well.
And I think that's so great. I think the more LGBTQ plus spaces that are safe for them that we can create, the better. And I mean, the stuff that's going on with the world right now and trying to oppress people for being different, it's just terrible. And so the fact that I can offer a safe space like that to those kinds of people brings me a lot of joy.
Yeah, there's a lot of jerks out there trying to like. There was another guy. I'm not going to say his name. I'm trying to keep his name out my mouth. But what he did was on top, and this was at the beginning of Pride Month. This dude, and he went on the top of this U-Haul truck, and he burned a pride flag. And
That's awful.
but his thing, like later that day, he did get arrested.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad.
So,
Hopefully, he'll be held
car,
accountable for his actions. It kind of seems like stuff anymore. I mean, so many trans women I've seen lately have just been brutalized or murdered, and it's just
Yeah,
so
there was
saddening.
another one that got murdered the other night. I think it was a 33-year-old.
Yes,
I forgot who it
yes,
was. It's crazy, And listen. Like I said, I don't care what you are, as long as we continue to do what we're supposed to do and just be happy. That's why I be telling
yes,
people, I don't care what you are. You guys are safe with me because I want to talk. And listen, if I don't know anything about the LGBTQ, educate me so I can get a better understanding of it.
yes, yes. It's
So
good to, I mean, and that's the greatest knowledge that you can have is knowledge that you acquire. And but yeah, that would be my answer to that question is that during Pride Month, that is probably brings me a lot of joy is being able to create that safe space for my LGBTQ clientele.
exactly. We want all the people to be, welcome in all these spaces. We gotta listen. I always tell people peace and love over hatred.
Yes.
And so, and I'll tell you another thing too. There was a video that I watched. It's with I forgot his. I know we're talking about Tizzy, the beardy guy or something. I follow him and watch some of his stuff. He just posted this guy who was doing like a crazy little thirst trap, saying like, "How come we don't get Veterans Month?" And then he was saying, you missed it, Chuckles." Like you paid attention, but here's the thing, you missed it because you don't actually care. Like, hey, if you just took the time out of day to just go and do a simple research, it happened last month in May.
Hmm.
And so, but this video is just mostly about you. Just take something that everyone else is enjoying, not you. Just like take that away from somebody.
Yes.
But here's the mistake that he made. Hey, because Tizzy was out saying, and the only reason that I'm giving this video, the only reason I even saw your video in the first place is because as you follow me.
Mm-hmm.
So, and as I text right there, you never should follow me because now I get to make an example out of you.
Yes, that's good
Because
though. It's advocating for people.
and guess what happened after that video? He said update. A few minutes later, he blocked me.
Oh, well, sorted
Hey,
himself
hey,
out.
you wanted attention.
Yeah, he got it, but maybe it wasn't the type of attention he was looking for. But then,
Mm. So yeah, you got all these trolls on the internet, but it's like I said, there's no saying I can lead a horse to water, but I can't make him drink it.
true, that is very true.
So just listen, Ivy, let's both keep spreading the love to everybody, okay?
That sounds good to me.
So, all right, next section.
All
Now,
right.
it's called artistry and creative process. So,
Mm-hmm.
how do you come up with your nail designs? Do they start with a concept, mood, or something else?
I do love to do a lot of anime sets or cartoon sets. Um, a lot of a lot of inspiration comes from anime and that culture. But I love taking inspiration from just random pictures that I find on Pinterest and things like that too. I love vintage stuff. I love taking inspiration from vintage items. Especially, I mean, speaking of going to that retro gaming convention again, I am a 90s baby, so
Who doesn't love the 90s?
Nintendo. I love Nintendo, Tamagotchi, all of those types of things. I take heavy inspiration from. I have a really fond memory actually of my brother when I was in kindergarten. He was stationed in the Marines in Okinawa, Japan. And when he came back from being stationed from there, he actually for kindergarten brought me a Choco Cat stationery set, which is a Sanrio character. And I cherish that little Choco Cat stationery set. And that was probably the very first time that I felt very influenced by Hello Kitty and Sanrio, and I've loved it ever since. I guess you can tell though, because I have Sanrio everywhere in my salon. So,
And you got Hello Kitty behind you.
yes, yes. And then I
So,
have Hello Kitty tattoos, and so
it looks good on you.
thank you. My tattoo artist, she is very talented.
Yeah, what's her name?
Her name is Emily Allison.
Okay, okay. And she's been
Yes.
tattooing for a long time.
No, actually, she has been tattooing, I believe, Emily, if you watch this, don't quote me because I don't remember, but she's been tattooing for 2 to 3 years, I believe. Um, but I feel like she's very talented for only being tattooing for that long.
Okay. But listen, even if it's not long, you're still doing something. Listen,
Yes.
it's better than nothing, right?
Mm-hmm. But she's very talented for sure.
There you go. I'll have to check out some of her work if you can show me at a
Yeah,
later
I'll
time.
send you her information when we're finished.
Sure thing, sure thing. But yes, I think so. All the stuff, and I like how you mentioned the 90s. Listen, I've been going back to retro a little bit lately, the last 2 months, seeing what it's all about. Because thing is, the 90s have so much detail that we didn't understand when we were kids. Can I give you a
Well,
few
it's the
examples?
turn of the century too, so
Yeah, I was going to ask, can I give you a few examples?
yes.
Let's take Dragon Ball Z, for example.
Hmm.
If you paid attention to Capsule Corporation, Bulma's family, they're like the richest people on the planet. And if you pay attention to Frieza's army, in that scene in the Planet Namek song, when Krillin and Gohan had to swap out their clothes for some battle armor by Vegeta,
Hmm.
Krillin was saying, I'm not so sure, Gohan. I mean, if you look at it, their civilization is like decades ahead about what we have here back on Earth. Like the technology is like so advanced, like futuristic.
Hmm.
It's really interesting stuff. So that's why it's like, like some of those nice, even with that Ghost in the Shell is like futuristic technology that's like, oh, so this is what the future kind of looks like. And you get a
Hmm.
taste of that lately with your nails when you're doing stuff like that, and you got certain situations with AI going on. AI is coming a thing now. I know because I seen a post by a person saying like, hey, if you do AI to just to be an artist, then I don't want to be associated with you.
Hmm.
Like,
I have a
like
lot of issues with generative AI for sure. Um, and where I live right now, I live in kind of a rural area at the moment. But they're planning on building a Google data center a little ways out from where I live. And my community is very concerned about water, being able to have enough water, because we've agreed to give them like hundreds of thousands of gallons of water to supply this closed system Google data center.
they also did the same thing in Georgia too, and I was keeping track of that as well. Like there was one, wait, it was like no, it was in Orange County. It's not in where I'm close in. It's in Orange County, but Orange County is not that far away from Chatham County. I think I need to check the maps again. But yes, they were building a data center out there in Orange County too, and the drinking water is actually kind of gross. Like
Yes, yeah.
it's like Ivy, it's bad. Like it is bad.
Yes, and that's what their concern is here too. And a lot of our, farmer and cattle ranchers, they're like, how are we going to take care of our animals and, supply our vegetables and things like that? And, that's their livelihood, and it's being destroyed by these data centers. And so it is very concerning.
Yeah, because you just gotta keep like just make your voices heard. Sign a petition or something. I see so
I
many people
have,
put out.
yes, I have signed it, and I've been telling my clients about it, but not all my clients agree with me.
You know how it is. Don't forget, you guys are in Texas, which is kind of like a red area. But I'm not gonna.
Yes, it is, but then I feel like there are some really good pockets of people who are reasonable.
mm, Just got to keep talking because way the place is right now. Sometimes when I see stuff on like the news or something, I try not to look at too much news. But sometimes I'd be like, it's gonna get worse before it gets better.
Hopefully, I mean, with water, I mean, it's a non-renewable resource. It is concerning.
So it's but yeah, we just got to make sure we stay informed of those things. But going back to like those nine designs, stuff like that, Ghost in the Shell, etc. Sailor Moon. If you see where I'm going, all
Oh,
this.
yes, I'm a Sailor Moon girl for sure. I
Yeah,
love Sailor Moon and Hamtaro.
I've
Hamtaro was one of my favorites.
I finished the first season. I need to get back to it, so I need to so I can start the second season. Not sure if Sailor Moon does have a lot of futuristic technology because it's really much of a magical girl anime. But there sometimes I do miss out on a few things. I just need thing is like I said, I just started a show. There's probably more in season two that I need to watch so I can pay
There's a lot
attention.
of time travel in Sailor Moon, and there's definitely some very like alien futuristic type things in Sailor Moon for sure.
Okay. So yeah, I like how cause yeah, like I said, we were kids. I wasn't paying attention to much stuff. And then you also got stuff like Superman the animated series that came out in the 90s too. I was born in 2000, so I only watched reruns.
Really?
And
When were you born?
2000.
Just 2000? Okay.
Yes.
So
So
not
yeah,
a 90s baby. You're like right on that cusp then.
I'm almost I'm sorry I couldn't, I can't control how things work around here. But yeah, Superman animation, they introduced what the technology looks like in the future in the Metropolis and all that stuff, as well as, Batman Beyond. So
hmm
Batman Beyond like takes place like after Batman, the new adventures, the new Batman adventures and stuff. Like, what's it look like years into the future? We get to old Bruce Wayne who's still fine as Batman. It's 2019. 20 years later, it's like 2039. And they wanted to see like what like because thing is they're trying to give like Gotham City like that futuristic vibe in like the fictional futuristic
hmm
Gotham City because they so pretty much all those 90s shows they give us a taste of what the future looks like.
Yes, yes, that is true.
So, and it's like I was upset at myself the last 2 years for not figuring like all this time when I was a kid. I was upset at myself as a kid for not figuring out. But as a kid, you're not supposed to figure out these things. You gotta wait until you get to a certain age first.
Yes. I know I definitely have gone back and watched a lot of shows that I enjoyed as a child, and there's a lot of like hidden, I don't want to say propaganda, but a lot of like re I rewatched not that long ago. I don't know if you've seen this movie. It's an animated movie of like, Fern Gully.
No, I haven't seen that one.
Well, it's about basically like pixies that live in the rainforest and their home gets destroyed. It's very like eco protecting the environment kind of thing. But as a kid watching that, I just thought like it's about fairies, but it's actually about let's save the environment. Like they're cutting down the rainforest, native wildlife is being killed and all of that. So, but it's just funny to go back and watch stuff and then as an adult that you watch as a kid and then you're like, "Oh my gosh, this actually has a lot of hidden meaning that I had no clue as a kid."
Well, hey, you should. Thing is, the way us as adults, we try to look for context clues in the stuff we watch now. Because sometimes these stories they tell us different things that we just don't seem to get, but when we get to certain age, we start to understand.
Hmm.
I will say this: I've talked to, and I said this before in so many previous episodes. I've spoken to Ryan Bartley. She's the voice of Sage from Sonic Frontiers,
Hmm.
Yuna from Sword Art Online, and
Oh my gosh, Sword Art Online is like one of my favorite animes.
and then also she was Ram and ReZero. I managed to talk to her
Hmm.
earlier back in last month in May. So, what she told me was, because this was a serious question, because I was like, hey, your characters are AI characters. How do you feel about voicing an AI character? Her response to me was, and I respected her answer. She said, these characters, the thing is, these characters, even though they are AI, usually the story revolves how human they are or not.
I would agree with that answer. That's a very good answer.
hmm Yeah, so even though Ryan is voicing these characters who are AI, she still wants to sprinkle in humanity because I don't know if you play Sonic Frontiers, or I don't think you have, but it's because this is like the first Sonic game that's an open world adventure.
Hmm.
So they wanted to give Sonic more freedom because they were trying to figure out where to take Sonic the Hedgehog for the next decade and define what a true modern Sonic game is. And here's the thing, this Sonic game is not kid friendly at all because this
Oh,
game is more mature now.
okay.
So just to give you a heads up if you ever do start playing it, but it's really good. I actually think because thing is Ryan cannot beat like the first boss because she's not a gamer,
Hmm.
but hey, I'm a gamer. I managed to beat all these bosses after doing research and all the stuff. So I started to understand how the mechanics in the game work. Man, I wish I should have done a video series, but I was in college. I didn't have time. But I got more free time in my hands, so I could keep doing stuff like that. But that's going besides the point. The reason why they wanted to like give Sonic more freedom and all that stuff because people weren't satisfied with like the way it was just like a straight path.
Hmm.
And like as Ryan says, Sage acts with Sonic and his friends across the Starfall Islands, and she starts to feel emotions as she sees the interactions between Sonic and his friends because there's actually a lot of life lessons in the game if you really pay attention.
Well, I mean, I used to watch Sonic the show, like the cartoon show when I was younger, so and I remember there were a lot of characters that had very different personalities and a lot of personalities that you could relate to as a child. Like having a lot of resentment and anger, like is it Knuckles? I feel like he was always angry, but then when his friends actually looked at him and they're like, "Oh, well, this is the reason why he's so angry." And then he actually was not that bad of a guy at all.
Yeah. I also actually grew up with Sonic X as well. That's an
Hmm.
anime show as well. It was a good show. It has a good it had 3 seasons. I like how they adapted the video game Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 in that series as well. I like how they did that. Because when I was a
Hmm.
kid, I was like, is this like the same story arc for Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2? I
Hmm.
didn't I didn't realize that until I was like 8 years old.
Hmm.
So you catch a few things here and there. But yes, with you guys, for your artistry, you really have to adapt because you do a lot of anime stuff on your nails. And
Yes, I
sometimes
do.
you have to find time to research all these characters as well. That's the only way
Yes.
so you can get like an understanding about how you want this piece to feel like, because
Hmm.
I know sometimes I will can I ask you this?
Hmm.
Have you ever, thought of like researching their tragedies and what they went through in life as well to make it feel like you're telling a story in your nails as well?
I've done that for a few sets, especially sets that there of shows that I have watched. There's definitely a lot of nail sets of shows that really I rewatch them at least once a year with animes. One of my other favorite animes besides Sword Art Online is Full Metal Alchemist. I have yet to do a nail set of Full Metal Alchemist, but I hope that maybe I will get that opportunity soon, because if not, then I will probably do it on myself at some point soon.
You'll get to it when you get to it. It's no rush. So you'll be fine. But yes, Full Metal Alchemist, that's another classic too.
It's
So
very good. I love Full Metal.
so um next up, now what inspires your style the most right now?
Um, Right now, I would definitely say Y2K is back, and that is the majority of the type of sets that I do right now. It has heavy Y2K influence because that is the trend.
Okay,
So, like
okay.
rainbow neon, leopard, animal prints, charms, duck nails. I mean, that's the heavy influence and trends right now is Y2K.
Y2K, interesting stuff. So it's like and I don't even know what Y2K is. I'm trying to keep up. So
Early
Y2
2000s, so like
Oh, that's what it is.
neon, all of that kind of stuff, leopard prints, that whole style of like really early 2000s style.
I mean, you can't go wrong with the early 2000s. There was some good stuff back in the
No,
day.
I mean that's what I grew up with was early 2000s. So,
Hey, me too, and I will say this, everything you get is part like there's like a lot of stuff. Now listen, I will say this, back in the 2000s, there wasn't like a lot of like, details and not a lot of, it was kind of like the early stages of modern technology as well.
hmm.
You just got to get used to that. Sure, it has its successes there and for, but there was still a lot of development before we got to here and have all these
Yes.
iPhones and equipment. And, I will say another thing. You know, back then when you had like people doing all kind of messages and all that stuff, like I know you guys, us, and I think someone told me this, we only had message boards. We didn't have social media. So
Hmm.
it's really a lot to like take in, and the fact that you like the early 2K, it makes you feel nostalgic, feel like you want to go back to that era. Trust me, I want to go back
Yes.
to that era and experience all the things I
Yes.
liked. I will say this, and it probably doesn't relate, but I have like my most favorite movies in the early 2000s.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
my most favorite is Cars.
And that was a very good movie.
Mm. Hey, who doesn't love Lightning McQueen?
I know. That would be a cool nail set, would be some Cars nails, actually.
Have you ever thought of doing any Pixar nails?
I actually just did a Toy Story nail set for the new movie coming out. My one of my clients, she
Ah.
wanted a Toy Story set, and I did almost all of the Toy Story characters on each nail.
They don't need to come out with a Toy Story 5 though.
I think it's gonna be good. I have yet to dislike a Toy Story movie so far.
But now they're about to do a Toy Story 6.
Yes, that the new one that's coming out is the Toys versus Tech, so I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, I don't want to see it. I'm sorry. They don't need to come out with a fifth one. They need to stick to three. I'll say y'all should have stopped at three. I let y'all get away with four. Why are we? I don't know.
I guess the race to stay relevant, really. I mean, I think Toy Story is timeless. I think you could probably come up with a lot of different movies out of it. I think that
If
they're trying to
hey,
milk it for everything they can.
if that's the case, then bring Cars 4.
Yes, I could agree with that. I liked all the Cars movies too. Again, that's another genre that I'm like, I have not watched one that I didn't like.
All right. So mostly your style is the early 2000s.
Right now, yes, for sure.
Okay. Okay, so it won't change. I will also say this, and I'm geeking out here. Sometimes I'll be listening to all the old music songs from the 2000s, even though like even the
Mm-hmm.
stuff from the shows that we watched back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I know what was one of those ones. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember what it was. Man, my brain is slow. But sometimes when we like watch those, like, oh wait, now I remember. I will say this. This isn't a song, but it's like let me tell you something that's amazing. There's a store called Mid March in my hometown. If you go
Hmm.
in the back and they got like vintage VHSs and video
Oh my
cassettes.
gosh.
They're
My
like,
mom still has our VHS player and she still has all of our VHS tapes.
and I was like, those things are starting to become rare now.
Yes, they're worth a lot of money now for sure. I mean, it's hard to find VHS players, and I've kind of noticed a lot of people are trying to go back to nostalgic items like that. I think,
Yeah.
but that I also think that that's a really big recession indicator as well.
There was this girl on Instagram, I think it was Paint Gundam. She was playing old stuff on her Disney mini Paint TV.
I've
And she
seen her. Yes, I love that so much.
Yeah, and also I was looking back on like the Dragon Ball stuff on those old VHSs when they did like Dragon Ball GT Final Bout. Listen, all the money went towards the intro. They didn't spend no more
Yes.
money on that. I was like, man, they only spend money in intro. I was like, so why don't we even make the game in the first place if all the money's just gonna go to the intro?
Yes.
So I just sometimes I just want to look at like the ones that the games that came out 15 years ago and just look at all the retro screens on YouTube.
Yes. That's yeah, I love all of that kind of stuff. I also another show that I really loved it was that I used to watch all the time with my brother because there's about when I was adopted, there's about a 20-year age gap between my siblings and I. So,
It's okay.
but it's good because they showed me all the stuff from like the 80s and everything. So I got a good mixture of that in the 90s and then the early 2000s. So I feel like I'm multicultured in the different eras.
Mm. Well, you're lucky to have your siblings like that to guide you to stuff you couldn't. Because, there were so many people, even this guy, his is a dad or something, and they keep tweeting stuff like, just show them like, just show them like, the people were tested, just show them like Minnie Mouse or something. But nah, they played stuff like Naruto,
Hmm.
Justice League, and all that
Hmm.
stuff. So,
Yes. Yeah, my son, he keeps showing me really old like vines and memes and he's like, "Look at this. Isn't this funny?" He's like, "This is from like the olden days." And I'm like, "Yeah, I watched those when I was your age." And he's like, "Nuh-uh. No way." He can't believe it.
Oh well, well, shoot. Well, hey, I guarantee to eat that. Oh, y'all probably have competitions about who's seen the most stuff, but
Mm.
you've seen the most stuff, and I guess he's lucky to have someone like you, Ivy.
Yes, it's fun to see stuff come back around from when you were a kid though too.
So you can educate him on it.
Yes, yeah, and he just can't believe that that was already a thing a long, long time ago. So,
There you go. Well, shoot, let's go get on to the next one. Then we'll be on the Let's see. Yeah, two more questions. Then we'll be on the next set. Okay.
all right.
Um, Now, how do you balance creativity with what clients ask for?
Oh, it is difficult at times. It is as I feel like any artist probably feels this way. It is very easy to get burned out when you are not able to creatively express yourself. I do find myself a lot of times feeling like I have so much potential and so much that I could do on clients, but I don't always have the opportunity to express that fluid creativity.
I guess you got to give the clients what you want. But
Yes, but I do have a good set amount of clientele that does let me just have full creative freedom. So that is nice. I do have a good clientele that does come to me specifically for my creative abilities.
I be telling people, I be saying, I don't want to disturb the artists at work. I want to let you listen. Ivy, if you did your nails, I would let you let you do your thing. I would not disturb you at all.
Well, and see, I do have quite a few clients like that, and I greatly appreciate the clientele that I do have that lets me express my creativity. But at the same time, it is also my job, so I do have to do some boring nails to be able to make money and pay bills. So it's a double-edged sword, but I do love going to conventions and selling my press-ons and doing art sets. I actually just did for a piercing studio here. She commissioned me to do an art set of Snow White nails, and that was very fun to do.
Mm, okay. Interesting. So even though, oh, I will say this. Here's another saying that my grandma gave to me. We got to do things in life that we don't want to do. It's true. And listen, you
It
think
is true.
and listen, sometimes I don't like being at work because I could be sleeping a little bit longer, but I still come anyway because I have to have money to show for so I can
Yeah,
pay
I
off
mean, you
stuff
have to be
later.
disciplined.
That too. Shoot, like you can't do the fun stuff if you don't have the money first.
Yes, that is true.
So listen, but you got to put your pride aside and do what you need to do first. The fun stuff will come later.
Yes, that is true.
So if a person asks you for this design, but it's really boring, you do it anyway.
Yes.
So, no, don't let that. I think you've gotten used to it, where it's like, don't let it discourage me.
No, it doesn't really discourage me anymore. I will say at the maybe like in the beginning years of my career, I was like, nobody knows the talent that I have or the potential that I have, and I could be doing really cool nails, but I just didn't have the clientele that I have now, and I'm very thankful for the clients that I have.
Well, shoot, keep it up, keep it up.
Thank you. I am. I'm here now, and I'm just gonna keep on pushing. So
Last question. Now, what's the most challenging design you've ever created? The most challenging. Take your time. I know
I
what you're up.
hmm, I wouldn't really say challenging. I've had some really elaborate designs, but I mean, I always, if it's something really crazy, I don't really see it as a challenge. I really just see it as an opportunity to be creative, and I love that kind of stuff. I don't know if I could really name one, to be honest, off the top of my head. I mean, those Toy Story nails that I did recently, those are pretty cool. Um, I'd have to say, I guess challenging just because I mean, I would have to say there was an Inuyasha set that I did, and that one was a little challenging to come up with. Just because Inuyasha, the color scales in that show, that anime, they are very specific, and I didn't have all of the gel colors to paint the characters, and so I actually had to mix gel polishes, different colors together to get the right color scale to paint them.
Okay, okay. So Inuyasha most likely, pretty
I
much.
would say so. That was one of my more difficult sets to create.
Okay, okay. Yeah, because I know. Listen, you've done this for 7 years, so it was a lot of stuff to figure out. So throughout your years, you had a few challenges with some of the nails you've done. So I guess Inuyasha is one of them because it's really a popular show.
Yes, and I guess another one would be Animal Crossing because when you paint Animal Crossing characters, they don't have a black line outline.
No,
They're
they don't.
just colored and making them look right. That was definitely a challenge for me.
Yeah, definitely am. Because listen, if you're doing a video game, it's going to be challenging for you.
Hmm.
So pretty much, it's the TV shows and movies are easy for you. Video games, not so much.
It's definitely on the more challenging side. I guess another not challenging but very engaging and enthralled set that I did. I'm very proud of that set. I did a Nintendo dog set and I actually sculpted a 3D Nintendo DS that opened and closed.
For real,
Yes, yes, it's on my Instagram.
that's that is impressive.
And I painted all the little dogs. I painted one of the little dog characters, and in the Nintendo Dogs game, you can collect different like wearable pet items, and one of those items is a Luigi hat. And so I actually painted a Nintendog with the Luigi hat on.
Oh boy, now I need to go back and look at your profile to see if
Yeah,
you
you
did
gotta go
it.
through it and see all the different ones.
I'm about to say I don't want to peek too much. What if I ruin the surprise? I just be too nervous when I just, all right, let's see what she's done. And then, no, no, I can't look. I can't look. So I get nervous when I see all the artwork you done. And I was like, oh man, she did this art piece. Man, I can't do that. So, but I'm glad I know somebody who does. So I'll take that as a victory.
All right.
There you go. We're out of that section now. Now we're in nail industry and growth.
Okay.
Now, what has your journey been like growing within the nail industry?
Um, I would say it's definitely filled with highs and lows. It kind of goes back to when I touched on, feeling like I have a lot of potential and not everybody realizing my potential. But now it has shifted more so that I have a very large clientele and I do see about 4 to 7 clients a day. Um, and I'm doing all of these wonderful, amazing sets, but the nail industry I've noticed has quite really taken quite the shift to being more of like content creation and being like a social media manager. And I feel like I'm very literate in those two things. However, I just feel like the algorithm doesn't always push my content in the way that I want it to be pushed. And there are so many. I've been a brand ambassador for a few brands. And I feel like that's something right now that's very sought after in the nail community is being a brand ambassador and having a large brand recognize you for your skills and your work. And sometimes it can be very discouraging, trying to grow within the nail community and not being a brand ambassador for any specific brand, which I'm not right now. Um, but I hope to be a brand ambassador, hopefully, for a really cool brand again one day. But it can be discouraging, I feel like, within the nail community when you see all of these other people who do equally as good work as you do getting recognized for their work, but you're not. And that does sometimes feel a little bit discouraging.
Yeah, that's true. And there's a lot of brands that sometimes, and I will say this because it's the truth. When we start to do something like whatever industry, we literally have to prove ourselves first.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I've spoken about this to a few people, when there's some people that I just can't talk to yet, it's like until I get to a certain level, I'm not even worth their time right now. But
Yes.
some of the people that I've already talked to say, you can't think like that. It's not
Hmm.
if you're worth their time, it's if they have time, because they might be busy. But this is a different case of mine. But with your case, a lot of brands they don't try to take in because also as far as whatever you're doing, as far as like if you're like doing tattoo art and illustration, nail artist, you also have to deal with a lot of rejections, which is not easy.
Yes, that is true.
But once you getting used to it, it'd be like, man, it doesn't faze me as much. We tried, is on to the next one.
Hmm. That is true. I mean, it doesn't get you anywhere unless you try. That is true. But I would say that would be, it's kind of filled with highs and lows with trying to grow within a nail community for sure. Me growing personally as a nail artist, I feel like I've had a lot of growth over the years. And it just is a steady incline. But within the nail community, especially online, it is filled with a lot of highs and lows. There's a lot of drama within the nail community as well.
Yeah. But hey, Ivy, at least listen, the way we talking so far, you have a positive attitude.
Thank you.
You're sounding optimistic, make feel like I can find more brands. It may take some
Yes.
time, it may not happen overnight, but I am still listen, as long as you just don't stop, just keep trying. Keep
Yes.
going,
Well, I've never let anything discourage me from getting what I want in the past, and I don't see that happening in the future.
Me neither. I just, even though I do feel a little discouraged with a few things, I just take a step back and just take a break for a bit and then get back to work.
Yeah, and that's all you can do. I think that's a good outlook as well.
Hmm So we just gotta remain. Listen, sometimes I'll be pessimistic, but I also got to get back to my optimistic point as well.
Yes.
So, um, next up, do you feel like social media has changed how nail artists built their careers?
Well, I guess I talked about it a little bit just now. I definitely feel like social media has changed being a nail tech for sure. Because I would even say 5 years ago, it was just, I'm a good nail tech. And that's all I had to do to prove myself was do a good job on nails. And now it feels like I have to be nail tech, I have to be artist, I have to be mom, right? I have to be content creator, social media influencer, and learning all of these different things and trying to manage all of it with a work-life balance is very challenging.
Hmm. And what challenge is you have to come with endurance and perseverance.
Yes.
That's the other thing too. Every day when I walk out of this house, I'm faced with a lot of challenges. But I learned to also have endurance and persevere no matter how difficult it is. Listen, there's gonna be dark days out there. It's not gonna be happy all the time, but how do we navigate it is the question.
That is true. I mean, I always try to push forward and do my best because that's all we can do.
So again, too, if you've done the best you could, shoot. We're not looking for perfection. I'm not perfect. We're gonna listen. You're gonna make mistakes. We're all gonna make mistakes. It's inevitable.
Yes.
But can we learn from them and move on and make sure it doesn't happen again?
Yes, for sure.
Exactly. So just keep that same mindset.
I'm
Um,
trying.
and listen, I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to myself as well.
That's good. Give yourself a good pep talk. That's good too.
I had my moments.
Everybody does.
Next up. Now, what's something people don't realize about the work that goes into being a nail artist?
I would definitely say having a because now nail tech and being a nail artist, it's definitely become a multifaceted career. Like I said, you're having to manage your social media to be able to gain clientele because now I definitely feel like being a nail tech has shifted from, you get clients from word of mouth, which is still true, but now word of mouth has really become more of what is your social media presence and what am I going to see when I look you up online? What is your digital footprint, essentially?
Yeah, you're gonna have people who's gonna be watching and see what you're doing. You gotta show your work. Show your work is the key thing. If people want to see
Yes.
what you've done, I'm trying to make sure get the right words out here. I'm trying here. Thing is, social media is becoming a thing these days, and people want to see like who this person, what work they've done. Think of yourself trying to apply for a new job or brand that you're doing. Like, show your resume. Like, you can't just walk in and say, "Hey, I could do this" and everything else. Yeah,
Yes.
that's good and all, but what have you done in the last, 2 to 5 years?
For sure. And I think that people really look at that anymore. So.
Like, if you don't show what you've done, they're not going to take you seriously.
Mm-mm.
Like, shoot,
No, and that's always the first thing that I get asked when I go places. And people, when I have my one hand of nails done, I don't have them done right now. I have nubs. That's okay.
it's fine, it's fine.
But
Listen, you still look
when
good either way.
well, thank you. I appreciate that. But when I do go places, and I have my nails done, that is always the first thing that people ask me. What's your Instagram? What's your Facebook? What's your TikTok? What's your Twitter? It's always something. And so I always have to kind of have that like readily available anymore.
Right, exactly. Like, shoot, when I realized that I wanted to do this thing, like, I had to prove myself. Like, I just started the thing, so I had to work myself up to like people that I do want to bring on and talk to. Because now I got
Hmm.
because I got like, shoot, like 3 new people that are really pretty huge right now. And they're gaining a lot of traction because here's the thing, they are seeing all the episodes I've done, and they can't say no because they like the work they're seeing.
Yes, that's true for sure. I know I'm very excited. I have She is a tattoo artist. She's going to come see me for nails very soon, and she specializes in anime tattoos and everything. And she reached out to me wanting to get her nails done from me, and she has like 20, 30,000 followers, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm doing a celebrity's nails, you know? Because that's definitely a celebrity to me.
You're not gonna believe this, but ever since I was doing this thing, like I have so many VAs, even like a lot of other people, like drag queens, the voice actors, they're following me because they like the work I've done. Shoot, like there's a huge one that I recognize, and I met him. This is gonna be my third year meeting him, and he started following me on Instagram last week, and he has a huge following too, like
Yeah, that makes you
30.1K.
feel so good, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm just about my business, just doing my work. I wasn't asking for no recognition.
But I mean, people see you work hard and they see that you do quality work and then they want to be a part of that. And then that's how you build community. And I love that. So,
Yeah, me too. Well, shoot, I hope we do that. But yes, do the work first. Listen, just focus on what you need to do. All the other rewards will come later.
yes, that
And
is
this goes
true.
back to what I was saying. I'm not doing this for recognition. I'm doing it because I like doing this kind of thing.
Yes, I understand. I'm the same way. I mean, it brings me great satisfaction to know that people are wearing my artwork on their nails, and that's the best thing about my career for sure.
Well, let's both keep doing what we love, okay?
Yes.
So, one more question that will be in the next one: pride, identity, and self-expression. So,
Okay.
what advice would you give to someone trying to start in this space?
To start being a nail tech. Well, I don't know. I mean, everybody's journey doing a type of career like this is going to be different. It's going to be different from me. I would say it definitely does help if you're wanting to do the more elaborate type of art that I do on nails. It does help having an art background, but I certainly am the type of person that I think if you practice enough, practice is what makes perfect. Nobody is immediately good at anything. And so, if it's really the career that you're wanting to pursue, if you nose down into it and really work hard, I think that mainly having a really strong work ethic and also not letting, because you will have mean clients. I have mean clients now. Not letting people get under your skin and just doing the best that you can and just never missing an opportunity to learn how to do new techniques as well. Being open to continuing education, I think, is also very important if you're wanting to be in this career.
Yeah. And I like how you said that. There's a lot of people out there who are out there in the world who are nasty, but we have to figure out how to deal with all this stuff. Like we just work with it the best way we can. And like another thing too, I will say is comparison is the thief of joy.
Yes, that is true.
And so we can't let that, like you said, oh, don't worry about me. Worry on what you're doing.
Yes, and that's what I would say to people who are wanting to start out in this career is definitely like they might look at my stuff and be like, I will never be that good of a nail tech. But obviously, their journey is going to look much different than mine because we're not the same person. We're our own individual people. Um, I guess that plays into my name, Individualism by Ivy, is that we're all individuals. And so,
There you go. It means something. Well,
mhm.
shoot, I'll tell you a funny story. I had to change my name too. I changed it. It used to be Phil Koo 2000 because I was born in 2000. But
Hmm.
since I started doing this, I decided, all right, I'll embrace my name for real since I came up with it in college, Phil Koo Productions. And so people are liking the name, so I'll keep it there.
Everybody likes my name too. I mean, I've been Individualism by Ivy for I don't know how long.
Well, hey, if you had it that long, that means you love it. Keep the name.
And everybody knows it really well, and I feel like it's a very unique handle, so everybody always can pick me out pretty easily.
There you go. It's easy. All right, next section is pride, identity, and self-expression. Before we continue, are you enjoying our discussion so far?
Yes, this has been great.
Thanks. Got it. Now, how has your identity influenced your art and the way you express yourself creatively?
I have always definitely, even when I was very young, I have definitely felt like the weird kid. I've always been a little bit quirky and very unique. And so I definitely feel like that influences my art today. I know that my clients, when they go out there, like it never fails that when somebody sees your work, they almost always are like, those are Ivy nails. Like they can pick them out of if you lined up all my nails, you could definitely pick out what was my work and what's someone else's work, which is very special to me, having always been the weird kid. It's now it's like my weirdness is embraced.
I like it. Don't change it. So,
Yes.
listen, it's okay to be weird. We have a lot of weird
Yes,
people,
yeah.
and they got all these creative ideas when they do weird stuff.
Yes, yes. So I would definitely say being the weird kid has paid off into my career and definitely influences me even today. Just being uniquely myself.
That's all we can ask her. Don't change who you are, because that won't end well. Please don't change yourself, Ivy.
I like who I am. I'm very comfortable with myself.
Hmm. Yeah, I will say this. I try to be something that I'm not. Back in college, I was just doing it I just want to be known and everything, but that deterred away from what I was needed to focus on. So after I graduated, I took a step back and just focused on, enjoying the small moments in life and just be me, not to be
Yeah,
something
finding
that
your
I'm not.
identity is very important.
Hmm. And, it took me time to realize that, but like, and guess what? You probably would say this. Well, you're here now,
Yes, you are.
so it's okay. Now, next, do you feel like beauty spaces are becoming more inclusive and expressive?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Yeah, I was saying, do you feel like beauty spaces are becoming more inclusive and expressive?
Um, there's always going to be room for exclusion in any kind of beauty space, in my opinion. I feel like it can open the door for a lot of negativity because obviously, like you said previously, that comparison is definitely the thief of joy. And I feel like there is a lot of competition and comparison and negativity in beauty space. However, I would also say that on the flip side of that, that I would say now it definitely is hopefully pivoting into a more open and inclusive space for everyone. I definitely see it, and I definitely would say that queer artists are a huge influence on making those spaces more inclusive, and definitely that they are super creative. And I've seen ideas from other queer artists that I would never think of something like that, especially with makeup. Oh my gosh. I mean, the drag community has definitely, I think, pivoted a lot of beauty gurus and how they do their makeup today.
I will ask you this. I don't know if you saw it, but I did interview a drag queen last week.
No, I did
So,
not see that.
oh yeah, I posted on my Instagram. Her name is Victoria Moestner, and she's in the same state
Hmm.
as you are.
Oh, really? In
Yeah,
Texas?
she does a lot of drag shows. You should go to one of them. It should be
Oh,
close
is
by.
she? I feel
Back,
like I was watching it before I got on here with you.
it was Bad Kid Faye.
Yes, yes, yeah. I was watching her for sure. I follow her too.
Yeah,
Yeah, she has a very unique and very beautiful style. I love it.
I was thinking y'all should get together. Go check out like the one for shows or something.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's very like pixie, very cute. I love it.
and she has three cats.
Yes, well, I have three dogs, so I don't know.
Don't no 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 don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, her cats. Yeah, she says she feels that she's in her purse form. She dresses up like a cat, as you saw in
Uh-huh.
my thing. Yes.
Yeah, that was very cool. It's very unique. Yeah, I love the creativity that definitely the queers bring and LGBTQ that they bring to the beauty community. I feel like they definitely come up with some very unique ideas and I love seeing it. And they have definitely influenced the makeup industry especially.
Exactly. And like I said, like they got all so much creative ideas. Like she dresses up as a cat, and then when she's going through like emotion, she dresses up in purple and all that stuff.
Hmm.
So yeah, listen, I tell y'all, LGBTQ, the drag stuff, y'all got a lot of creative ideas,
Yes, they
so
do for sure.
that's why I say, please don't stop. Please don't stop doing that stuff. It's amazing.
It is amazing. I love to see it.
So so yeah. Um, Next one, have you ever used your art as a way to tell your story? You probably already know the answer about this, but let's continue. Or present something personal.
Yes, I have. Back in high school, I actually won an award of excellence for a black and gray charcoal piece that I did. I guess it was actually a mixed media piece. And it was a self-portrait. But if you moved different ways to look at my self-portrait that I had done, you could see I had done little like paper 3D cutouts of different organs. And if you moved, you could see the organs. And then I painted words um, that felt heavy in those parts of my body with little gold lettering. So I actually won an award of excellence for that piece. It was very unique.
Well, hey, you did show it in your picture.
It was a long time ago.
No, but it still counts. It don't matter how long it was.
I don't know. I have a very different art style now, but that was definitely was
I
definitely a time that I showed my story through my art.
Ivy is still an achievement.
Thank you.
Be don't listen. This is what I'm saying. Enjoy the small stuff. Listen, even if it's from years ago, it still counts.
That is true. You're right.
Yeah, don't get discouraged, Ivy. You managed to win something back then, okay?
Yeah, that I did win an award of excellence, and I still talk about it though today. I mean, I am very proud of it. I still have the ribbon and everything.
Well, don't stop talking about it because you achieved something there.
Well, thank you. And then I also you used the picture that I sent you, but I also am a two-time award-winning gold artist here as well.
Keep talking about that too.
Yes, that I'm very proud of. And I'm up for nominations again this year. I hope that I win again. Hopefully I'll win the actual like top tier, which is platinum this year.
Well, shoot, hey, if you got a way that I can vote for you or recommend or something,
Yeah, I
nominate
do. I
you.
have a link. It's for the community votes, and so I'm really hoping that this year I can achieve the platinum.
I
But
may not
gold is like right there below it, so
I may not be much help, but at least I'll be able to like vote or something.
every vote counts. I mean, I think I was only a few votes shy last year of winning platinum, so
All right. Well, sure. I'll make sure to take a look after we're
all
done.
right, I appreciate it.
All right. One more question, and then we'll be almost at the end here. Okay.
Okay.
So, what does it mean to you to create in a space where individuality, as you stated, your
Hmm.
nickname is
Yes,
individualism with
individualism by Ivy.
Ivy, you know, is celebrated?
Mm, I don't know how to answer that. I have so many different things, I feel like.
Different things. I would just do the best you can.
Rick, can you repeat the question just one more time? I'm
Sure,
sorry.
let me help. Okay. What does it mean to you to create in a space where individuality is celebrated?
Well, I mean, I guess my name for one, I mean, that gives it
Hmm.
away is Individualism by Ivy. I love expressing my artwork and I love creating each set of nails is unique and I love bringing my clients' ideas to life and fitting those nails to be an expression of their individuality.
Hmm. So yeah, individuality. You want to be able to express yourself in an environment with no restrictions, no limits. Listen,
Mhm.
sometimes people put restrictions on us and we just can't be ourselves. Listen, sometimes there's a person who told me that they were being, hounded by boys in schools because she was it's a SCAD student. I think she graduated this year. She said they were barking her like dogs because of her white face paint. And the principal was like I think they got the guys who were bothering her, saying like at the end of the day, you're the one who dresses up like that, so I can't change anything about it. I know that sounds confusing, but she likes expressing herself, her individuality. I actually
Mhm.
like the white face paint she had on, because I mean the part of that school is to be creative.
Yes, yeah, I would agree with that. That's really sad. I mean, I feel like our individuality should be celebrated for sure.
Hmm. So yeah, like if I see someone and I don't quite understand, you can ask them questions as long as it's respectful. I
Yes,
know
that
why
is
they do
true.
it. Yeah, you don't want to ask the wrong thing. But yeah, individuality should be celebrated anywhere, no matter where you go. Like people should not be in a position to judge. And if they
They
don't
do,
understand,
unfortunately,
that's
though.
what I'm
I
saying. If they
mean,
do, that sucks. It sucks to be them.
yes, I mean, unfortunately, I mean, the more tattoos I get and the more heavily tattooed I am, I do notice that a lot of spaces, it seems like that tattoos are always really noticed on women first and not men. Yeah, I notice a lot of like heavily tattooed men, they're always like, "Oh, they're so attractive, blah blah blah." But then when you see a heavily tattooed woman, it's the complete opposite reaction.
Mhm. Well, hey, we just gotta drown out the noise. And yes, I
Yes.
like your individuality, Ivy.
Well,
Okay,
thank you. It is a big part of my name and my brand, so
so screw them people.
yes.
So, so we're getting close to the end here. So this is going to be this next one is called content, branding, and community. And this is only one question, okay?
Okay.
What kind of impact do you hope your content has on people who follow your work?
I hope that it inspires them to create.
Yeah, that was a simple question with a simple answer.
Yes, that's what I truly hope that people get out of my content is inspires them to create something. And I would love to inspire many art creations by other people. I'd love for people to be like, I mean, I have had people actually tell me that they're like, your art really inspired me to become a nail tech and to do art. And I hope that one day I can be as good as a nail artist as you are. And that is very exciting whenever I inspire other people to create.
Listen, I've been getting so many messages in my DMs saying they've seen my stuff that I've inspired them to start their own show.
Hmm.
So
It makes you feel good that you're inspiring people to create.
I try my best. And I just want to talk. But I guess in talking can be a form of art as well.
Yes, for sure.
So lots of good stuff in there. But yes, keep doing the creative stuff and keep inspiring people, Ivy.
Thank you. I hope I can do that for a long time.
And listen, it's okay to take a break if you're tired. So just make sure you get enough rest. So don't take too much. I know you got to get back to work. So
Yes, well, I'm really bad at overworking myself, but that's okay.
this is okay. Um, so this is going to be a two-part question, okay? I want to go slow,
Okay.
okay? Future and legacy. Now, what's next for you? Are there any goals or dreams you're working toward right now? Number two, when people look at your work, what do you want them to feel or take away from it?
One goal that I am working towards right now is I have kind of outgrown my current space, and so I am hoping to expand my space so I can have a more relaxing environment for myself and my clientele. So that's a goal that I'm working towards. And then I also, speaking of that, being invited to come back to that Retro South convention in September, they've also asked me to create an art set with retro gaming on the front, like Mortal Kombat and things like that, to do as a giveaway for their event.
Okay, cool stuff.
Yes, I'm very excited.
All right.
And then I would hope that, I guess, like your previous question, I would just hope that people see my artwork and it inspires them to want to create and inspires. them and makes them happy. I mean, I do so many people's nails and they tell me that that's like the only joy in their life is getting their nails done with me.
Mm. Yes, keep doing the nail art. I think you're doing a great job with the nail art. I just hope,
Thank
you know,
you.
and I just, I will also say this, sometimes when we do things, it's like there. Listen, Ivy, there were times where I just wanted to stop, and but I realized, as us as human beings, we got to do something. We can't sit on our hands and do nothing.
No.
Mhm. I mean, doing nothing's not an option. One thing my granddad told me, two things. People don't plan to fail, they fail to plan. And number two,
Yes, that is true.
and number two, if you want to be somebody, I can help you with that. But if you want to be nobody, you're on your own.
Yeah, that is true.
So I realized that, I just can't sit on my hands and do nothing. I gotta do something with all the stuff I've gained.
Well, I think what you're doing is great. I mean, I've enjoyed being on your podcast so far, and I think you asked really great questions.
Like I said, I just wake up every day and just try my best to come up with something with these questions.
That's all you can do is your best.
Exactly. So I guess that kind of wraps up tonight. I think we both had a good time here tonight.
Yes, I appreciate you having me on your show. I guess you could call it your show, right?
Go ahead. It's my
Yeah,
show.
yeah, it is your show. I appreciate you inviting me to be on your show, and I've enjoyed talking about my artistic processes and my brand and my image and the beauty community. And I'm excited to watch the rest of your episodes.
Sure thing. Sure thing. I ain't so glad to have you here tonight.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mhm.